Hello there, it's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and today I'm going to be opening up a lot of Disney cards. I have, what, eight, nine, 10, maybe 10 sets? I don't know. Four of the sets are brand new. I haven't even opened them yet. I really don't know how I got four different sets here that I didn't open. A commenter reminded me that I hadn't opened my Lion King cards yet. And then I went and I was like, oh, well, I also haven't opened my Mickey in real life cards, and I haven't opened my Disney Princess cards. And like, it just kept going. And so, yeah, I have a lot of Disney sets to open. So we're going to be doing that for the most part today. But I want to do a couple other things first. So in my last video, I was showing you some of my eBay stuff, and I showed you these I made two sets of 100 different packs, right, from the archives, and I was gonna sell these as kind of like an archives at home sort of thing, right? And so the idea is you would uh, you would you would buy this. I'll pack it a little better. I'll put some bubble wrap and stuff around it. I might bind these so they stay in columns. I'll figure out a way to pack this correctly. But what you get is you get 100 packs, and it's just all different packs, right? And they're not like, some of these are cheap packs, but some aren't. Like this is, oh god, this one is like one of the best packs. This is a first edition Saint Seiya. You've also got Genshin Impact. This is like one of the best Genshin sets. You've got Disney set here. This is a Disney set I'll be opening today, I think. I can't remember. Maybe not. But yeah, I've got that. But you also get supplies. So you'll get, some top loaders, a one touch, gloves. I'm putting in 2 pairs of my own gloves and a bunch of sleeves, like enough sleeves for all the cards. So it's basically like a starter set for the archives. I'm honestly like really excited about it. You can see I bought these like custom boxes to put it in, and it like just fits all in here, right? I'll be able to put some wrapping and stuff around it, but that's about it. Then I need to put some decoration on here, like get some crayons and draw like, oh, the archives super party box or something like that. It's gonna be cool. And yeah, that's what we'll be selling. I still don't know what to charge for these. I have no idea at all. This weighs 4.5 pounds too, so shipping this is gonna cost a lot because it's pretty heavy. But at the same time, you're getting like 10 boxes worth of packs, and really you're getting like 100 boxes because you're getting all different packs. Every single pack is different, right? That's crazy. Like, I don't think anyone else even has that many packs from anime cards, right? So I know some people who have that many from non-sports, but generally, but not from anime. So yeah, pretty awesome thing. And I don't know when I'll get those listed. Probably not tonight, just because I do want to do some decoration on the box. I haven't decided exactly what that'll be yet. So yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but soon. And then I've got some mail. I've got actually 2 pieces of mail we need to get opened. And that's, oh, never cut towards yourself. I did not cut myself that time, but the most important rule when using scissors and knives, which I just broke, is never cut towards yourself. That's always a bad idea. You always want to cut away like this, right? So, yeah. You almost watched me injure myself live on camera, but I am safe. Even the glove is not injured, so we're safe this time. This time. Ha ha ha. This is Western Cards. So this is from, my favorite Western card dealer, Dave and Adam's Card Store. They always give you like a free extra, which is why I just love ordering from them. This thing is tiny. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting this to be a lot bigger. So this is $220. This is very expensive. It's like a super high-end cryptozoic set featuring Batman, the what is it, like the Bat Who Laughs or something? It's that sort of storyline, but it's the Dark Knight's metal, so it's all going to be like horror themed Batman cards. I'm very excited about it. And then this is just wrestling cards. Nothing special about this. But I guess there is something special, which is this is the first time in a while that Topps has been able to make WWE cards. So for like 5 or 6 years, Panini had the WWE license, and Topps could only make other things, not WWE. But now Topps has that license again, so Topps can make this these cards again, and so this is the first set that they've made with that license. So yeah, I got this mostly to open with my brother. So if you know, my brother loves wrestling, and he's like a super fan. He knows everything about it. He's kind of like an encyclopedia of wrestling. So yeah, I'm gonna try and open that with him. Although I haven't asked him yet, so I don't know. He might be really busy and not able to. And then this pack actually comes from this box. This isn't it? Yeah, this is Allegiance Secret Wars, right? And so this is one of the sort of big cosmic trilogy events that happened a while ago. The Secret Wars. There were a ton of comics around it. It was similar in scale to the Infinity trilogy, which is what they made the Avengers movies from. It's just that this one, no one's made movies from this yet. Though they made a TV show, didn't they? I think they made a Secret Wars TV show. But I don't think it was very good. I didn't actually watch it. But yeah, these cards are great because they have sort of the classic comic art, and this is really the art that I love. This, I don't know if this is actually Jack Kirby, but that kind of era of artwork. And so yeah, this is Secret Wars. Is this a canvas? Oh yeah, okay, so this is a canvas chapter. I was like, this one feels different to me. So this is like a insert, a canvas insert. And then here we have a team up, Magneto and Cyclops team up. Not a serialized. So I was checking if it was serialized, because you can pull like serial cards from these, although I'm guessing they're not going to send a pack like that in the mail. There's Reed Richards. All right, so there's our first mail order out of the way. I'm not sure when I'm going to open these. I really want to open, like I would open them right now today, but I will have to do the Disney video today. But we will get to these really soon because I'm very excited about them. The wrestling cards might wait a little bit. Mostly because I have to coordinate that with my brother, and he's really busy, and he's got a kid and everything. So yeah, it's a young kid. I have a kid. My kid's in college, so he's a little easier to take care of. And so what is this? This is, I think, my Minecraft order. If you remember, I was super excited about those Minecraft cards, and so I went and ordered like 2 more boxes. One of those boxes is for the giveaway pile, and the other is just for me to open. So here we go. Squished a little bit, but there is a My Little Pony box in here too. It gets squished a little bit, but that's the new 5v1 box. I already have one in the giveaway pile, and I already have one open, but you can never have too many My Little Pony cards, so I now have more. What is this? Oh my god. You know what? Hang on. I didn't actually know. We're going to be opening up 5 Disney sets today. Jeez. They have a lot of Disney sets. They make a lot of Disney sets. Yeah, so these things are incredible. These are like super inexpensive, like less than $20 a box. Way less than $20 a box if you use coupons. And they're just phenomenal sets. Like really fun cards. You get a ton of cards, and they're kind of like a case in a box. They have like a redemption system inside this box. So yeah, very, very cool product. One of these is going in the giveaway pile, and the other is for me. And with that, we can finally get started here on Disney cards. But let's put the new set away, because actually the first thing I want to do is kind of a cleanup. a clean up and a clean out. And so I've got all these old Disney boxes here. Six of them? Or six? Yeah, six of these. And all of these, I think, have like one pack left in them, or maybe two packs. So we're going to just open all of these today. This one is super cool. See that? Like, such a cool, neat little effect. I'm not going to get rid of that box. I'm keeping this box just because it is such a cool one. But I only have one card left in it, so we'll put that there. That is the Disney Carnival set, although long sold out now. This is the Holiday Cheer set. So this set is actually very, very well sought after on eBay. I've been putting up some of the cards from it, and they can be worth quite a lot of money, actually. And I think it's because it was a set that was pretty rare and kind of hard to find. And so I've actually been thinking of listing and selling this box, because this box is very nice. Like, it's a really high quality, but it also has like leather or fake leather, I don't know, and then metal straps. Like, super fancy box. So yeah, I'll be keeping that too. If anyone wants it, let me know. But for now, I'll got a couple Stitch cards. The new Stitch movie, of course, coming out soon. Not excited about that. I don't know. It looks bad. It looks like the animation looks kind of bad. This is crazy. So this is the official Disney 100 set. So this is like, I mean, I know right now, whatever, the Disney Aura or something is super popular right now, but 2 years ago, this was the big thing. And I know it's kind of gone now. That was the sort of the hobby version. This is kind of the blaster version of it. A lot of people didn't know, but there actually are two different levels of Disney 100 packs. And they look the same. And back in that time period, a lot of people were getting scammed because of this. Gosh, oh yeah, so there it is. It says light right on it, right? Light. This doesn't say light, right? This pack has way better odds for high value cards than this pack. So if anyone's ever selling you these, don't buy them anyway. But if they are, make sure they don't say light on them, or if they do, pay less money, because the light cards are not worth as much. I mean, sorry, they don't have as good of odds. They're the same exact cards. You'll see, we're going to pull like the same, literally the same cards from both packs. It's just an odds thing. So yeah, first up here is a Stitch. On the Disney 100, there is an SSR of Joe Gardner. Very nice SSR here. Super high quality cards too. Like, these are just exceptional. I mean, Card.Fun makes great cards all around, but these ones are very, very good. And so this was the, like I said, the main Disney 100 sets sort of had cards that looked like that. And then SSR's there, and then there are, what, like lattice cards, 3D cards, all kinds of stuff like that that you could get too. Oh, we got one. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, these 3D cards like this, they're the HRs. There's only a couple in each box, and they sort of have a colored and a non-colored version of the character. So I have a Disney one listed, a Mickey one listed. This is, of course, the Lion King one. So we'll put that right there, because that actually fits well with one of the boxes we'll be opening up later today. Here's a Bo Peep. Very nice. So yeah, so that is Disney 100. And then when they did the Disney 100 celebration, Card.Fun also released a bunch of 10-in-1 sets like this that were focused on different movie franchises. And so this one is, of course, focused on the Zootopia franchise. And this IR that we just pulled is actually a pretty high ranking card from that set. So that's a good pull. Although I don't think that particular set has a ton of value in it. But that is a good pull. And I am out of sleeves. It happens every time. And I'm actually like out. I have to pause and go get them from the box. I will be right back. Here we go. I got my sleeves. Let me see if I can find any. Oh, here's one. Oh, yeah, here's one. I found another one. There's one right there. And oh, here's one more. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Uh, I just thought I have a case of these, so sorry. I'm weird. It's really like not a bad idea if you are getting into this hobby like I did and getting like a little crazy with it like that. Uh, a case of sleeves actually is not a bad idea. Believe it or not, that is my second case of sleeves. That's not my first case. So I've actually already gone through one entire case. So that all what you saw in there, I've used one of those already, and I'm working on that one. So yeah, it gives you some idea. And these things, these packs of 100 sleeves, they cost you like $1 or $2 in a card store, which seems very cheap, right? That's not a lot of money. But at the same time, when you buy them in a case, they cost like 10 cents a pack. It's like way cheaper. So yeah, maybe not that low, but like 40, 50 cents. It's very, very cheap. So yeah, they're definitely worth getting, I think, in if you're going to use that many, of course. Here's one of the SSRs. They feature Stitch's friends. And so that is Richter 513. Obviously, he makes earthquakes, right? All the different Stitch experiments had a 3-number code identifying them. What was Stitch? He was 623 or 32. Oh God, 626. 626. That was him. Yeah, 626. Another Stitch here. I swear we're gonna open new sets too. I have 5 new sets to open. So, you know what we're doing here is just the extras, I guess. I don't know how to put that. Here's a Stitch UR. That is fantastic. Got a little ukulele and some nice foil on it. Looking good. And then we got Tank, or the cousin. They call it. These are Stitch's cousins. The rares are just, you know, just movie cards, but they're good movie cards. I mean, Card.Fun makes great cards. You can see they even have some stamping on them, and these are effectively the base cards. Like these are like the rares, basically. But yeah, for movie cards, they're good. I would say they're like way better than Western movie cards. Like they're much better than like an Upper Deck movie card set, for example. Here's a QR of Donald Duck. That that might be one of the cuter cards I've seen in a very, very long time. That is super cute. So again, this is the holiday set, which is a pretty special set. I kind of knew that when I first got it, but now that I've started like trying to price out some of the cards, it's very clear that like this set is well loved by Disney collectors. And remember, everything we're opening today, every single one of these sets, all of these are officially licensed. Like, there's no question. I know every time I post one of these videos, someone's always like, oh, you got that from China. It's got to be, you know, it's fake. It's unlicensed, whatever. But you're wrong in this case. Disney actually has a huge presence in China. They have a park there. And so they, of course, sell cards there, right? And that includes these trading cards, and they're incredibly popular in China. That's why there's so many of them being printed, right? They're not just printing these for fun. They're printing them because they make a lot of money printing them. And so, yeah, these are fully legit licensed cards. They just happen to have been printed in China, but I mean, China's a market too. They buy things there, believe it or not. You know, America makes things and sells them in China sometimes. Every once in a while, like we make iPhones and we sell them there, or what else? Cars? I don't know. We must sell something in China. I don't really know. Not a lot, but I know trading cards. These are cool. They're so nice. Like, just check out the foil effect on the outline. It's very well done. And I think all the cards are just fantastic, but there's like an STR rarity, or sorry, SCR rarity that is especially nice. And I had an up one. Oh man, oh my god. That's, oh wow. Look at that. It's a Christmas ornament, and then it turns into Alice. Or Cinderella. God, I'm so sorry. Cinderella. Wow. Okay, this is awesome. I don't know if it's common. It's the first one I've ever pulled, so it must not be that common. But that is a very good looking card. Like a great looking lenticular effect. Sorry, I don't know. I reached all the way over there to get a top. I had put top loaders here so that I wouldn't have to do that, and I still did it. I was like trying to organize and failed. Let's here. You can go away. You're not as cool as Alice there. That card's way cooler. Oh yeah, these then have to get looked at too. Then we've got the aliens. And we've got and Pooh. Nice. I don't get very many Winnie the Pooh cards. They made a whole Winnie the Pooh set, and I wanted it so bad, but I just never got to it. I don't know if I've told this story before. I probably have. But when my son was younger, we would go to Disneyland all the time. That's the one that's here in Los Angeles. Well, it's in Anaheim, but I can drive to Disneyland in about like 30 minutes if I'm trying really hard and it's early in the morning. It's going to be more like an hour if it's in the daytime. So my son and I would go down there on the weekend. We had just like a season pass, right? And so we could go anytime, basically. It was like, not free because we had to pay for that pass. But once we paid for it, it's basically free to go there, right? So we would go to Disneyland all the time. And when he was very young, he loved to go on Splash Mountain. And that ride is like you get wet. And in the winter, even in California, it's kind of cold for us, right? I mean, someone who's from like Canada wouldn't think that, who lives in Canada. But, I've lived in California a long time now, so I'm kind of a wuss. And so for me, like, if it's 60 degrees, I'm not going to go on Splash Mountain, right? That's crazy. But my son still would. And so when he was going on Splash Mountain, I would go on the Winnie the Pooh ride because it's like right across, if you know the layout, it's like right there. So he'd go on Splash Mountain, I'd go on Winnie the Pooh, and he'd go on Splash Mountain like 50 times, and I would end up riding Winnie the Pooh for like 3 hours, just over and over and over again. And so, yeah, I got very, very good at that ride. I knew like everything, exactly when it's going to happen. I knew all the little secrets about it. All the people who worked it knew me. They're like, "Oh, you're back again." I'm like, "Yeah, my kid's over there. Just let me, just let me ride this. I'm not going to cause any problems. It's fine." It was like a good time for everybody. I always enjoyed it. Awesome. Okay, so we saw some good cards here today. We are not done yet. This one's been freaking me out. I really don't understand it at all. Clearly, it's like a letter, but yeah, I don't think I get that card. We'll leave those there as our big hits, and then let's start bringing out sets. And what we're gonna do from here is just open these and look at maybe 2 packs from each, and that'll be that. And it's just because we have so many to get through. Now this one is brand new, like brand new. So actually, why don't I show you the flyer for this and Lion King before I open them. I wasn't going to show the flyers for everything just because some of the sets are a little older now, the ones I'm going to be opening, but the Lion King and this one are pretty new sets. So I'm going to pause, set that up. I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and yeah, here's the flyer. So this is for the Disney Princess set I'm about to open. I will mention again that this is Card.Fun's new logo. So we've seen it on the Discord. A few people have been like, is this fake? It's not. Card.Fun has changed their logo to be English letters. And the reason they're doing that is because they are expanding into sea territory, Southeast Asia, and also the US. Kaio is doing the same exact thing. And so Kaio's logo has changed as well. You'll still see both, but but you'll usually going to start seeing Kaio's logo with English letters and with no Chinese letters anymore, and it'll be sort of westernized like this, right? And that's because Kaio is going to start selling their cards in the West, and it's going to be insane, right? Like, I've been running this channel now for 2 years, sort of expecting that to happen, and it's finally happening. So it's pretty crazy for us. But we're still going to keep doing the things we do. Don't worry, we're not changing at all. But Whatnot and everything is going to go completely crazy. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to really enjoy it. But I'm on the sidelines giving commentary. So here's our set. This is a beautiful set. It has some exceptional designs. I mean, these GPs. The Little Mermaid is another one that's just really special to me. It's another one where I've ended up on that ride for hours on end, like over and over again. That ride is at Pixar Pier, and the roller coaster is there. And so my son would ride the Pixar Pier roller coaster over and over and over again, or he'd go on the Grizzly Peak water ride there. And then I would go on the Little Mermaid ride just over and over again. So yeah, I did a lot of Little Mermaid too. Yeah, so here's our set. Very cool set. I love this. The card has like hair. It's a die cut card, but still such a cool design. There's our GPs, our SECs. Absolutely just gorgeous designs. Card.Fun actually made a video of this and posted it on Instagram, and so I had watched that video first and then saw this. On the back of this, you get to write what your virtue is. So this princess has, these virtues, and then on the back you write your own virtue to sort of say what that is, right? Kind of a cool design. Here's these nightmare URs. These things look crazy. Beautiful, beautiful designs, right? Yeah, this set is awesome. I mean, all the Card.Fun sets are great, but this one is going to be a ton of fun. So yeah, we're going to open that up. It is using a pack rarity system. You can kind of see everything there about it. And then we'll go all the way back to the top because I kind of want to show you all the different Disney sets. These are all the Disney sets that are out right now. Actually, you can still buy the holiday one. That probably not a bad thing to invest in. Like, I'm telling you, you can pull cards from there that are worth a couple $100 pretty easily. So yeah, that set, a great set. Let's look at the Jungle Book then. Not the Jungle Book. God, the Lion King. I'm so sorry. Not the Jungle Book. The Lion King. This is the Lion King, and interestingly, this is the sort of official flyer that Card.Fun sends to distributors. That's what this is. So this is really cool to see. We don't often get to see this version of the flyer. Usually we see the marketing version of the flyer. But this one's great because it kind of will show you that the SECs here are numbered to 30, ESPs to 99. These GSP booklets are to 199, and then the GPs here are to 299. So we've got some numbered cards in our Lion King set here, and then some more here all the way up to a 599 right there. And then this has like a zodiac wheel in it. That has kind of a patch in it. Yeah. So you can see here you've got these zodiac cards. Again, just beautiful designs. I really don't know what other word to use. Stunning, great. they're lovely. They really do a very good job of capturing the artwork of the film. Okay, let me turn that off. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to pause one more time. Sorry, it's just that we're at about the 30-minute mark, and this video is likely to crash just because I'm trying to record in 4K. So I'm going to stop and start a new stream, and then I'll link them together. But I'll be right back. And just like I said, I am right back again. And so here we go. Oh yeah, I already cut that. So let's get this open and start looking at some of these cards now. And as I said, I won't be able to open all of these today, just because that would be a lot of cards, right? But this is a new pack, a new box design. I have not seen a box design like this from Card.Fun before. That's kind of a neat design. Card.Fun does not do hit packs, so you're just not going to find them in their sets. Kaio doesn't do them either anymore. They are doing their distribution just like a Western set would, where every single pack has that chance of getting one of the higher end cards, right? It's not that there's only some only high end cards in some packs. Here's an SSR. She's a collector, she has doozits and whatnots galore. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing it. It's not happening. No. I don't think I know it well enough to sing it. Sorry. I haven't watched The Little Mermaid in a while. And also, like, since my son got older, we don't go, like, we don't have a season pass anymore. I haven't been to Disneyland in like 6 or 7 years, right? As soon as he turned like about 15, we stopped going there. We started to go to Magic Mountain instead, the roller coaster park, right? Because he liked big roller coasters instead then. These are very cool though. Oh wow. Okay, so this is a Rapunzel. This is an MR, so this is a pretty high hit. My Dreams, My Way. Chortle. Funny. This has a kind of film on it. You can see that it would be much more sparkly if I remove that film, but I'm not going to do that right now. I don't think I will at all, because I kind of want to let whoever ends up maybe getting that card to be able to do it. And then I love these. They have sort of like a 50s style look to them here, these princess cards. So there's one Disney princess set. Now let me... How about second Disney princess set? Well, I don't think he's heard of second Disney princess set. That's a Lord of the Rings joke. Not a joke. I don't even know if that counts as a joke. That's just me being dumb. Here we go. Yeah, we have 2 Card.Fun Disney princess sets. Not just one, 2. So we might as well look at both. This is the Magic Fairy Tale series. So this is the older set. So this one is brand new. This is a little bit older. Also a super cool set though. I didn't know it came with a mirror. Is that a mirror? I think it is. I think this is literally meant to be a mirror. If you remove the film, it would be more reflective. That is beautiful though on the back. Like very, very nice. But yeah, I think that is actually meant to be a mirror. Now, believe it or not, the Archivist, not the most attractive person in the world. So we are not going to be, we're not going to be looking at ourselves in the mirror today. That's just not something we're going to do. Sorry. You know, not the least attractive. Let's be honest. Like, not the least, but just not the most, okay? I'm no Disney princess. Here we go. Disney princess. Speaking of Disney princesses. And again, all of these are officially licensed. Every single one. Like, I know that seems completely nuts, but it is true. They just make a lot of them. Here's a CR of Mulan. Gorgeous card. I love the inlay on that. That is really very pretty. And then we have, I guess this would be, oh, this is an SSR. It's like, this counts as a CP? No, that's an SSR of Jasmine and Aurora. Aurora was her name, I think. And then movie cards. Great. Okay. Well, I like this. I think the other princess set is better because I don't like these movie cards in here like this. Is it themed? So because we got a Jasmine box, are we going to be getting like Jasmine movie cards? Is it all themed like that? I'm not sure. Apparently not, because that is Little Mermaid right there. Oh, that was like hot. God, I want to get like calipers to pick it up with. Oh my God. Oof. Okay, so you notice the other packs all had 4 cards in them, right? This pack only had 3 cards in it, and one of them is this gorgeous SP right here, which is, oh my God, it's got so much texture on the front. I am like terrified to touch it. I really want to protect that. and make sure like that is safe. Like all the glitter and stuff that's on the front of that card, I don't want any of that to fall off. Man, that is epic. Oh, wow. So it's not serialized, so we didn't quite get into the serialized space, but still, absolutely stunning card here. And it's on Aurora, which is going to be great too. I'm going to go look up the value of that card. So yeah, I'm going to pause again. I'll be right back, okay? All right. Well, I don't know. There's one being sold, but it's from a vendor in China, so the pricing's always a little iffy there. But they're charging $14.80 for theirs. I think I would probably price this at 20 is probably where I'd go. But I don't. I'll probably wait on it. Just because I have a lot of other things I need to list first. I'm trying to also figure out if this ST here was maybe like this one here might also be a pretty special card, an STR like that. Let me look this up too. So I'm gonna pause. I'll be right back again. Now it is a higher tier card, but it's still below UR. So it's like not even at the UR level yet. So put that there. Our goal is to get the top to be all top-loaded cards. The way I don't know if I've ever like really explained this before all the way through, but the way I think about sleeving and top-loading and just protecting cards generally is value-based, right? So if I think a card will never have a value above $1, right? Even if I don't plan to ever sell it, right? It just won't have that value, right? To anyone, I won't sleeve it. That's kind of my cutoff for sleeving a card, right? So what that tells you, like every card here, I think has a value at least of $1, right? And then as soon as something gets over $10, I top load it. So that's kind of how I think about these cards. I don't know if that helps anyone or not, but geez, we have so many of these to open here. How about this one? Here's another. They're all Card.Fun. So these are, like, again, all licensed sets. They just keep making them, and I keep buying them. It's really my fault for buying them. I shouldn't blame them for making them. Because if I stopped buying these, they probably would stop making them too. So it's really my fault. But I don't mind. Okay, so this is the Lunar New Year set, obviously. This was what? Not Year of the Dragon. It was like Year of the Snake, I think, this year. But yeah, you'll get one of these pendants, which I guess they gave us a dragon. Which again, that doesn't make sense. It was like Year of the Snake. Okay, we'll open 2 of these too. Kind of a neat box. But yeah, that's again Card.Fun, and this is their Lunar New Year set. There we go. Oh, wow. I don't know a whole lot about this set, but that is a beautiful card. It's got that oily foil on it that Kaya loves to use. I mean, it's just an SSR, so it's not going to be like a major hit or anything, but great looking card. And then we have a TR frame card here with Lady from Lady and the Tramp. When I was younger, when I was like 10 years old, I was obsessed with drawing Disney animals. And Lady was one that I got very good at drawing. Like, I was obsessed to the point where I would draw probably 100 images of her, like just sketches over and over again all day long, right? In school and stuff. So yeah, I got very good at drawing that particular character. I wouldn't be anymore, but I was back then. Now we've got some SRs here, which are just going to be character cards. But still, like, for a base level Card.Fun card, that's a good design. Like I like that design better than some that they've done. Like that's certainly better than movie cards. Can't believe we got like a whole mirror. Like what? A mirror? I mean, magic mirrors are like a whole part of Disney's thing, so it sort of makes sense. All right, we got another style. That is Judy Hopps. Man, they just cannot draw her without a butt. Like, I don't know why. Every single Judy picture, maybe it's me doing it, but man, every Judy picture, there's just like a butt. There, Year of the Snake. I knew it was Year of the Snake. That's not a snake, though. That's a mouse. And we got a Donald and another Goofy. Pluto. Goofy can talk and wears clothes. Pluto can't talk and doesn't wear clothes. When the videos start to get to be 40 minutes long, I run out of good jokes, and all you're gonna get are the bad jokes. Just, I'm sorry. Like, I come into these videos with a list of like, 10 or 15 really, really good jokes, but they all get used up in the first half hour, and then I'm sitting here like, I need more jokes, and there aren't any, so we're out. Sorry, okay. This set is crazy. This is like, I don't know. This thing came out, it was wild. Okay, so it's called Mickey and Friends, Mickey in Real Life. And you can kind of see from the cover here, it features Mickey and his friends, but in real life places. So the backgrounds aren't drawn, at least on some of the cards. And some of the cards are just animated. But you can kind of see here what this set was all about. And yeah, and I guess it came out late last year. How do we open this? Like that. Okay. And then yeah, we're gonna have 10 packs in there, so we'll grab 2 of those. And yeah, it's just like Mickey in real life. There's a lot, like, I hope you were ready when I started this video. I tried to warn people. I was like, there's a lot of Disney cards, and people were like, oh, haha, he's joking. There's probably like 4 sets. There's so many sets. Like, there are so many sets. It's completely insane. I don't own them all. Like, you probably think I own a lot of sets. I own like less than half. Like, this is not a lot for Disney. Like, there are a lot of sets made that I never buy, and they just keep making them. 2 companies can do it. Well, 3 now, actually, because Topps has the Western license. But yeah, so Topps makes Disney. They make those Disney Aura ones. Kakao will make licensed Disney cards. They have a license, and Card.Fun has a license. So all 3 of those companies are making licensed Disney cards. The ones we're looking at today are Card.Fun cards. Gold SSR? I don't think it's actually. I don't think gold actually means anything here. It just happens to be gold colored. We got an SR of Dale. I like these designs, although there's no real life. None of these cards have had any real life on them yet. Like, I thought this whole set was about Mickey in real life. Well, that's pretty good. This is a frame card, so you could frame a photo, and I guess you'd have that's Minnie in her B-boy outfit, B-girl outfit, B-girl outfit, of course. Okay, all right. This is a UR. I didn't catch that. This is actually a pretty. This is probably a higher tier. Yeah. So sorry, I have the SSRs up there because they look cool, but the UR there is probably actually the hit. All right, believe it or not, we are almost done. This is the only thing I have left. This is the Lion King. And this is the 30th anniversary set, so it's based on the original Lion King, like the you know, the one with the animated one. I just can't wait to be king. Like that whole thing. Oh, I sang it. I'm sorry. I promised I wouldn't sing, and there I go doing that. It might happen again. Lion King, I do know those songs pretty well still. What's interesting about this particular movie is this story is super embarrassing, actually. But this movie was the first date I ever went on when I was a kid, right? It was one of those arranged things where like both of our parents had just decided that we would be good together or whatever. We're like 12 years old, right? Neither of us have any interest in dating, right? Like I want to go play video games, and I don't think she even cared at all who I was or anything about me, right? But my parents, they sent us to the movie theater together, and we watched The Lion King together, right? And I remember thinking, hey, these songs are cool and stuff. I think our parents like sat behind us or something. It was the goofiest thing. And yeah, that went nowhere. Like I don't think I ever talked to her again. I never really got to know her or anything. And then I moved schools like a year later. So I moved schools like every year. So I never really got to know anybody. But yeah, that was the first date I ever went on. Crazy. What is this? Always there to guide you. Is it a magnet? I think it's a magnet. Yeah, it's a magnet card. So it'll pop out and be like a fridge magnet. That's cool. Always there to guide you. I'm not going to open that up just because that might have some value in its wrapped form there. Yeah, so this movie has some, you know, like special significance to me because of that, even though it like really didn't mean much of anything. Now you might be asking yourself, well, Archivist, if that was the first date you ever went on, what movie did you go to for the second date you ever went on? Well, my friend, Star Trek Nemesis. The one where Picard joins the Borg. That one. And I remember, okay, in this case, I actually asked this a woman out, like in high school. It was totally inappropriate. None of this made any sense or was ever going to go anywhere. But again, I had it in my head or something that this was what people did. And so, you know, I felt like I had to do it. That's a very nice looking card. So is this. This is one of the CRs. That is absolutely stunning. And yeah, and so I think I was at like some dinner, like a Rotary Club dinner or something with my parents, and she was there with her parents, and she could drive, I couldn't drive yet, which was like made the whole thing even more funny. And I remember I was like really bored at this dinner, and I wanted to go see this Star Trek movie anyway, and I knew she was into Star Trek, and we were both on the yearbook committee together. She was like the editor of the yearbook, and I did all the technical layout stuff for it. So we worked together a lot on that. And so I remember I was at the table and I asked her, I'm like, hey, do you want to like leave this stupid thing and go see this Star Trek movie together? It might be fun. And she asked her parents, and then we went. There was a blizzard coming though. I lived in northern Wisconsin at this point. Very different life. Remember, I grew up in Canada, so Wisconsin made sense to go there next, right? But anyway, a blizzard was coming, and we went to the movie, and it was already kind of snowing. When we got out of the movie, it was like whiteout conditions. You could not see more than a couple feet in front of you. And I remember we drove, like we're both just stupid kids, right? So we got in the car and drove anyway, even though like, no, you should never drive in those conditions. And like, even with the headlights on and everything, you just couldn't see. Like the snow, like you could not see more than 1 foot in front of you in your car moving down the highway, right? And so we just drove as slow as we could, and we got back home. And yeah, and again, we just never went out on a date again. It was like just like the most wrong thing to be doing. But yeah, Star Trek Nemesis. So there you go. Lion King, Star Trek Nemesis. You know what? Maybe that Nerza 2 movie would be a good date movie. Probably not. I think the lesson here is do not take dating advice, or at least movie dating advice from me. I can handle dinner dates, okay. I've gotten good at those. But movies, no. I always pick the wrong movie. I always do it. Like I would, because I never did this, but okay, this would be really bad. I never did this, but when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Stanley Kubrick, and I went to see Eyes Wide Shut, which was the Tom Cruise sex movie that he made basically before he died, and it was like barely watchable as a movie, right? I actually kind of like it now, but it's grown on me over the years. But that movie is not like weird, right? And I remember I was sitting in the theater and people just keep walking out because it's just gratuitous and just over the top. And at the end of the movie, I was the only person left in that theater. When I was a teenager, I would have asked a girl to go on a date to that movie. Like that's how dumb I was. And still probably am. This is an SP. I was telling that story. I'm holding this card up. This card is amazing. Like I need to be talking about the cards, sorry, and not movie choices. That is an SP. And again, you saw that we got only 3 cards out of that pack, right? So it kind of tells you again that that's one of those big hits from the set. So I will be top loading that as well. I'll just do it once the video is over because the video is done now. We made it. We survived. That was a lot of Disney cards. What is it? 40, 50 minute. I don't know. It's a very long video. This Jasmine mirror, probably one of the more interesting things we got today. As far as value goes, I think this, I didn't top load this yet, but this probably has the most just direct value. And that's just because more collectors know the main Disney 100 set. That set was being opened by breakers in the West everywhere, right? So these cards are well known on eBay and people search for them and are trying to collect them, right? Whereas these other sets, people don't really know about them yet. In a lot of cases, I'm maybe the first person to open them, in the West or somebody like me, right? Or someone on Whatnot. So there's not a lot of people who know about these sets. So there's not as big of a market for these. But that is probably the biggest value card we pulled today. Yeah, otherwise, let me know what you want to see next. I have to do Three Kingdoms, so I'm going to be doing a Three Kingdoms video, probably the next video I do. But let me know what you want me to do after that, because I owe someone that one, and it's been a long time. Altered, God, I have to do my Altered video too, and the Cryptos. Oh God, I just looked over there and saw these. I'm like, I have to do this video too. You might be getting like 2 videos this weekend just because I can't not open those Batman cards. I have to do it. Okay, but I have to stop this video now. That's another thing I have to do. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to say goodbye and have a great rest of your week. Bye bye, everybody.